Welcome back, VC. Mark here. I'm going to start a new series of videos. Usually when I come home from work in the evening, I'll start dinner. I'll put on an album, probably 2 or 3 nights a week. So I'm going to compile those albums. I'll give you a quick rundown of what I've listened to, some thoughts on the album, the pressing, some memories I have of the album. I'll try to be brief and to the point. Hopefully you'll give these recordings a listen and discover new music as you go along. All right, the first album is Tiger Lily by Natalie Merchant. This is the Mobile Fidelity 45 RPM 2LP edition, number 2165. This is a phenomenal sounding album, recorded at Bearsville Studio. Great playing. Peter, or sometimes referred to as Pedro Yanowitz, drumming is just phenomenal. He's great live as well when he plays with Natalie. Just filled with great songs. Wonder, Carnival. They do a downright funky version of that song live. Jealousy, 7 Years. Beloved Wife is just a beautiful song. I always think of my grandparents when I listen to that song. My grandparents lived well into their late 90s. They were married more than 65 years. My grandmother passed probably 1.5 years before my grandfather, and for the remaining time that he was with us, he was just lost. So that song just holds something special in my life. In my opinion, Natalie is one of the greatest lyricists ever, up there with Bob Dylan. Just phenomenal, especially her 10,000 Maniac recordings. Okay, next album, Balmaria, The Wind. Just got this in the mail 1.5 weeks ago. And I must say, I wasn't expecting to like this album as much as I do. I always love supporting independent musicians, especially musicians within the vinyl community. This work is just phenomenal. This is an album that I'll listen to again and again and again. I just really connected with the music on this recording. Let's see, I made some notes on these albums. Let's see, the first song, Day Dawns in Your Right Eye. Right away, I thought of Radiohead. Pyramid Song just popped in my head. It has that same color, a lot of the texture, not rhythmically, but atmospherically, but it's just a beautiful song. Rose in Abstract, another beautiful song. As I was listening, I thought of a child's piano, kind of those little wooden boxes that you would give a child, and as you press the key, you can kind of hear the action. You hear a little bit of that in what I would expect to be an electric piano, and it adds just so much texture to the recording. Ne Plus Ultra, beautiful song, beautiful acoustic guitar playing. I love recordings where you can hear the guitarist kind of move around the fretboard. It just makes the recording that much more intimate. You just kind of feel like you're in the room. It's just a beautiful song. And then the 7th song on the album, which is entitled 5, another beautiful song. And the quality of the recording, this is cut at 45 RPM on 2 discs. It is dead quiet. There are several quiet passages. Not a sound, not a sound. All you hear is the music. Excellent. The next album in this corner, Art Blakey. This was recorded in San Francisco at the Keystone Corner Jazz Club. Great recording. Of course, Art Blakey's drumming is exceptional, but James Williams' piano playing on this album is hot. Unbelievable. He is on fire. Blues for Two, Dark Side, Light Side, just incredible. And the crowd is just really excited. Late 70s recording. Seek this out, give it a listen. You can acquire this on the cheap. Great album. And the last one, Men at Work, Business as Usual. Early 80s, great album. Sounded totally original when it came out, still does. The instrumentation is great. I mean, one of the lead instruments on one of the hits is a flute in pop music. I mean, how unusual is that? Down Under, Who Can It Be Now? Be Good Johnny. I Can See in Your Eyes, Underground. There's not a bad song on this album. This is really nostalgic for me. One of the first albums I bought on my own. Just incredible. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching. Stay safe.